Welcome to PRISCI-ANTO Educational Academy. In this session, I am going to explain you the problem in Fourier transform. So let us see the problem. Show that the Fourier transform of f of x is equal to a square minus x square modulus x less than a 0 if modulus x greater than or equal to a is 2 root of 2 pi sin SA minus SA cos SA divided by S cube. Okay, so this is the question. Hence deduce that integral 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube into dt is equal to pi by 4. So using Parseval's identity, using Parseval's identity, integral over the limit 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube whole square into dt, which is equal to pi by 15. So this is the question. Let us see how to solve this problem. First, you have to write the formula for Fourier transform. Okay, so answer is the Fourier transform. The Fourier transform is the formula capital F of small f of x, which is equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi integral over the limit minus infinity to plus infinity f of x e power isx into dx. So this is the formula. So f of x is given a square minus x square. The limit is also given. What is the limit? So here, which is equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi integral over the limit minus a to plus a, because modulus x less than a means minus a to plus a. F of x is a square minus x square into cos e power isx can be written as cos sx plus I sin sx into dx. Cos sx plus I sin sx into dx, which is equal to, this can be written a square into cos sx, a square into sin sx. So second term a square 1 divided by root 2 pi, you can separate into two integrals, a square minus x square cos sx into dx plus I divided by root 2 pi integral minus a to plus a, right, a square minus x square sin sx into dx. So the second term is sin sx dx is 0 because this is odd function. So therefore it is 0. This is a even function. So this is very important. This step is very important. One is odd, another one is even function. So therefore, if it is even function, you can write as which is equal to f of capital F of small f of x, which is equal to 2 divided by root 2 pi minus a2 plus a will become 0 to a square minus x square into cos sx into dx. So So therefore you can write as cos sx into dx. So you know you have to solve this using, which is equal to 2 can be written as 2 divided by root 2 can be written as root 2, 2 can be written as root 2, so can be cancelled. So root of 2 pi integral over the limit 0 to a square minus x square into cos sx into dx. So we are going to use the Bernoulli's formula, integral u v dx, which is equal to u v1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus u triple dash v4 plus etc. So here u is equal to a square minus x square, v is equal to cos sx. So u dash minus 2x, u double dash minus 2. v1 is equal to cos sx if you are integrating sin sx divided by s. v2 is equal to sin sx divided by s if you are integrating minus cos sx divided by s square. v3 is equal to minus sin sx divided by s cube. Okay, so this is very important, sin sx divided by s cube. So everything we have got. So therefore which is equal to, you have to apply in the formula. So which is equal to square root of 2 divided by pi u v1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3, u v1 a square minus x square v1 sin sx divided by s minus u dash minus 2x v2 minus cos sx divided by s square plus u double dash v3 minus sin sx divided by s cube. So the limit is 0 to a. So limit you have to apply 0 to a. Okay, so the limit is 0 to a. So a when you apply, which is equal to upper limit you have to apply as well as lower limit you have to apply. So upper limit if you apply a square minus a square sin sa divided by s, first term, this will be minus 2a cos sa divided by s square plus 2 sin sa divided by s cube. Next you have to apply 0. When you apply 0, lower limit, first term will become 0, second term will become 0, third term will become 0. So every term, 3 terms will become 0. So a square minus a square will be 0. So you will get only this one, this step. So this step can be written as, okay, integral f of x is equal to f of x, which is equal to square root of 2 divided by pi. This will be 2 sin sa divided by s cube minus 2a cos sa divided by s square. Okay, so therefore which is equal to 2 you can write as 2 into root of 2 divided by pi. If you are writing here, you will get sin sa divided by s cube minus a cos sa divided by s square. 2 I have taken as a common. Here LCM if you are taking, you will get this LCM 2 root of 2 divided by pi. So s cube is LCM. So sin sa minus sa cos sa. So this is f of x or f of s. So this is very, very important. So we have proved one thing. Okay, so this is very, very important. So after that you have to find the inverse Fourier transform. What is the inverse Fourier transform? Inverse Fourier transform. So inverse Fourier transform is small f of x, which is equal to 1 divided by root of 2 pi 1 divided by root of 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity capital F of small f of x into e power minus I s x into ds. So this is inverse, this is inverse Fourier transform. Okay, so now we are going to use for f of x, capital F of small f of x. We have got the result here, capital F of small f of x. So we have to apply result here, we will get the solution. So therefore, which is equal to small f of x is equal to small f of x is equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity 2 root of 2 pi pi sin sa minus sa cos sa divided by s cube, okay, into e power minus isx into ds. So e power minus isx can be written as small f of x is equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi. So e power minus isx can be written as integral minus infinity to plus infinity 2 root of 2 pi pi sin sa minus sa cos sa divided by s cube into cos sx minus I sin sx into ds. So what is this one? Cos sx is even function, I sin sx is odd function. So you have to write only the even function. So therefore, which is equal to, so you have to write only the even function. So which is equal to 2 root 2 cancel, root pi will be, so 2 pi pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity sin sa minus sa cos sa divided by s cube into cos sx into ds is even function. Another one is odd function. So another one is odd function, the value is 0. So which is equal to 4 divided by pi integral 0 to infinity sin sa minus sa cos sa divided by s cube into cos sx into ds. So this is we are going to find the answer for this one. So answer is, you have to write sin sa. So by taking x is f of x, what is f of x? A square minus x square. So therefore, by taking a is equal to 1, s is equal to t, so ds is equal to dt, and x equal to 0. So cos 0 1, ds is equal to dt, a is equal to 1. So 1 is equal to 4 divided by pi integral over 0 to limit 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube into cos 0 into dt. So 4 divided by pi, if it comes this side, left side, it will be pi divided by 4, 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube into dt. This is the first subdivision answer. Okay, so second subdivision is using the Parseval's identity. Okay, so using the Parseval's identity. What is the Parseval's identity? That is, we will write Parseval's identity. What is a Parseval's identity? Parseval's identity is integral minus infinity to plus infinity modulus f of x whole square into dx is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity modulus f of s whole square ds. So what is a modulus f of s whole square? That is already we have got modulus f of s. So f of s is equal to 2 root of 2 pi pi. So you know very well modulus f of s. Okay, so we will write here. So integral minus infinity to minus a2 plus a. What is f of x? A square minus x square whole square into dx, which is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity modulus f of s. So what is f of s? F of s is already, we know f of s is equal to, so you got the result. So here you can see here f of x. This is f of s. Okay, f of x is f of s. So 2 divided by root 2 pi. 2 divided by root 2 pi. So 2 into root of 2 pi pi sin sa minus sa cos sa divided by s cube whole square into ds. Whole square into ds. So this will be, if you are expanding this, 2 into integral 0 to a power 4 a minus b whole square plus x power 4 minus 2a square x square, okay, which is into dx, which is equal to, this will be 4 root of 2 pi pi, 2 pi pi 8, so 16 divided by pi, right? Integral 2 square 4, root 2 square is 2, so 4 to 8, it is even function, that's why you have to write as 2 into, so 0 to infinity sin sa minus sa cos sa divided by s cube into ds whole square into ds. So therefore by taking, okay, so a is equal to 1, or else you can write as 2, here is 16 divided by pi. So if you are integrating it, 2 a power 4x plus x power 5 divided by 5 minus 2a square x cube divided by 3. The limit is 0 to a, which is equal to 16 divided by pi. So integral 0 to infinity sin sa minus sa cos sa divided by s cube whole square into ds. So already as I have told you, you have to substitute here a power 5 plus a power 5 divided by 5 minus 2a power 5 divided by 3, which is equal to 16 divided by pi. This is 2, if you are dividing here, 0 to infinity sin sa minus sa cos sa divided by s cube whole square ds. Okay, so by taking a is equal to 1. So if you are taking a is equal to 1, put a is equal to 1. So 2, so 1 plus 1 by 5 minus 2 by 3, which is equal to 16 divided by pi. Integral 0 to infinity s equal to t, ds is equal to dt. Okay, so sin t minus a t cos t divided by t cube whole square into dt. So this will be 1 plus 1 by 5 minus 2 by 3. So 15 if you are taking as LCM, so 15, so 15 plus 3 minus 10, 15 plus 3, 18 minus 10 will be 8, so 16 divided by 5, 15, so 16 by pi, integral 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube whole square dt. Okay, so therefore the answer is 2, this will be 16 divided by 15 into pi by 16, 16 cancel, answer is pi by 15, 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube whole square into dt. This is the answer. So pi divided by 15 is the answer. Thank you.